actually just finished a number of paintings, so we're still kind of in work mode right now. Hello, welcome to my studio. So basically I've been trying to change up my channel a little bit, do a trial run of this new format, and on the second week of the month, I'm doing educational kinds of videos. Recently, I was doing all these artathon series, and today I was looking at these fast-paced paintings I made where I was prioritizing quantity over quality, and I decided to revisit some of those. Essentially, the ideas we're going to be talking about today have to do with glowing up these paintings. It's kind of a collaboration with my former self, seeing if we could investigate the idea of how do you finish a painting. I'll have to have you guys insert the quote for me. You never finish a painting, you just abandon it at a certain point. So I thought it might be nice to reconnect with some of these older paintings, talk to viewers about what they can do to maybe improve or add techniques onto some of their paintings. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. Hello! Welcome to the voiceover. Today we are going to revisit 4 paintings that I made for the video, filling a sketchbook in one day. As you might imagine, accomplishing this feat meant putting some serious time constraints on my paintings. Surprisingly, I loved a good number of them, but others I could see at least good starts in, or bad starts, with so much more potential to be explored. Here's the thing, as you see these paintings now, before making additions, I could have stopped, called them finished, chosen to value them for what they were already, the lessons they taught me. In fact, for a time I did. They were signed, photographed, posted for sale, and for all intents and purposes, finished. But then a few weeks passed and I took another look at them. In revisiting these artworks, I came back to them with lessons learned and an evolved set of values when it comes to my aesthetic interests. So that you can keep an eye out for them, here are some of the new visual components I've been exploring and decided to implement into these pieces. There's 7, so pay attention. 1. Increased contrast in my colors, shadows, and highlights. 2. Increased opacity in my lower layers of paint. 3. Added color glazing or semi-transparent paint mixtures on top for color shifting or to create atmosphere. 4. Increased detail work and shading to add compositional depth so that the paintings look less flat. 5. Added gradation or subtle blended color shifts to create the illusion of exaggerated glowing light. 6. Increased saturation for more vibrant colors. And 7. Added stylized visual elements like magical lights, stretching shadows, pronounced and oddly shaped clouds or trees to create more surreal, illustrative character to the paintings. When you change your values as an artist and decide to explore new aesthetic principles or values, they may or may not be objective improvements. They are more indicative of a maturation or evolution of your artistic interests. Let's consider the Da Vinci quote, "Art is never finished, only abandoned," through this train of thought. Imagine you had one painting that you worked on continually throughout your lifetime. You specifically never abandoned it. Through years of your artistry, just as you continued to explore and evolve, every time you added to the painting, it too would evolve. A living artist and a living painting. Some years, days, or months you may value technical skill more, some you may focus on the art's conceptual value, and some your focus may be more about color and abstraction. Again, the evolutions of that painting might not be objective improvements, but they would certainly grow to reflect your current values and focus as an artist. Here are some of the reasons I decide to call a piece finished or abandon it. 1. Sometimes I actually am totally satisfied with the result of a piece, booyah! 2. Other times I feel content enough with it and ready to move on to tackle some new problem or idea. 3. At times I just don't love what an artwork is turning into and would rather focus my time elsewhere. Start anew. After I abandon a piece, I either never touch it again, or sometimes, like this week, I see it in a new light, having acquired new artistic ideas and insights, and I feel its unexplored potential. One reason I like to revisit works is that reacting to the image already made gives me a creative constraint to work on top of. Instead of starting from scratch, I have the beginnings of an idea in front of me and get to collaborate on top of it, react to the information already present, think about how I would do this differently now. We have a different relationship with different artworks we make. Some we feel at peace with and never touch again, others sit in storage for years only to make a reappearance later down the road. Regardless of the reason you stop working on something, at some point you reach a position and make a judgment call. Is it worthwhile to keep working on this or to move on? It's not that you could not continue to work on it, let it evolve over time like that living painting we discussed before. It's just a value judgment. By adding to all these paintings, I've transformed them into new paintings. They carry similar influences and ideas, but I covered the original paintings that I made. For the most part, they are filled with entirely new brush marks and concepts, and they're reflections of my current artistic pursuits. When you call work finished is up to you. My hope with this video is to help you examine your own art practice. I'd love for you to potentially walk away feeling sparked by new ideas on how you can evolve, elevate your pieces, add finishing details, or even know when it makes sense to abandon a piece. So I hope your art brain is churning. Hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, make sure you're subscribed, like the video, and make sure you are following on all my social media accounts. If you would like to purchase any of the paintings from this, you can do so at robinsealark.com, or if you'd like to contribute and support in other ways, you can check out my Patreon, which is also Robin Sealark. I'll have the links for everything in my description. Next week with this new schedule is going to be a wild week or a non-video week, so I'll either make something random or nothing at all, but the week after that will be a professional development and artistry recap, some of the experiences I've had, things I would like to share and impart to all of you. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you soon. Bye.